Good afternoon, carnivore hunters. My clothes, my pre-COVID clothes, are starting to fit me now, and today's the first time I've put a button-up shirt on in 5 or 6 years, and this was a shirt I wore to work before I started putting on a lot of weight. I had started gaining weight before COVID, and during the COVID pandemic, it just made it even worse. So I used to go to work, kind of business casual, and so when I started gaining all the weight, my wife would try to buy me new shirts, and I'd keep telling her, no, let's not waste money on new clothes. I'll lose the weight and get back into those clothes eventually. And I said that for years, and the most I was willing to spend on new clothing at the time was on new t-shirts, and really I didn't even have to do that between Christmas and birthdays, and then maybe a destination shirt from a vacation. So probably the last 5, 6, maybe 7 years I've been in t-shirts. Now this is a shirt that when I started gaining the weight, the buttons were starting to pull apart because I was gaining so much weight. And I would say now this shirt's actually a little bit too large for me. So I might have to buy a new wardrobe anyways, but I'll wait until I hit my goal weight of 175 before I do that. My jeans, my pre-COVID jeans, I was in a 36, and it was a tight 36. Suck in the gut and put my belt on, and it was an uncomfortable 36. I eventually went into a 38, which I've got those put away off to the side now. I'm not going to throw those away since they are large. I'm going to use those for hunting, and it'll be easy to layer underneath, even though they're not mossy oak or something like that. On the days that I don't hunt, if I tag out early or something, I'll throw on some regular clothes and layer up underneath. This hat, I typically do not like a fitted hat. I never liked them because they never seem to fit right. This hat is it's a little too big on me now. I don't know if you store fat up here, but this is one of those hats that never fit quite right. It was a little tight. So you've heard my brother say this before, that probably one of the worst things about the COVID diet is you need to start thinking about buying a new wardrobe. So I'm pretty excited about this, man. I haven't been this light, and I weighed in today at 202. It's another low for me. I'm so close to hitting my first goal, which is less than 200 before we leave for hunting, and that's coming up here in a couple of weeks. I think I'm easily going to do that, especially if I do a really good fast for a couple of days. I'm confident I can take that weight off in no time. Man, it's been a great experience, guys. If you're hesitant about this carnivore, low carb, high protein, high fat type diet, go listen to some of the experts. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert, but I'm listening to what they have to say and implementing it into my lifestyle, and it's been amazing. All my ailments have gone away. I felt arthritic all over. I don't feel that way at all now. The only thing that really bothers me is I do have a lower back issue. I injured my back when I was in the military, and so that still kind of flares up on me from time to time. And then if you've been watching my walking videos, my traps get super tight. I can't figure out what's going on with that. I keep trying. I'll figure it out one of these days and get rid of that ailment. But other than that, my heartburn's gone. I quit taking my heartburn medicine. I've taken myself off the statins, and I'm kind of anxious to get some cholesterol blood work done just to see what kind of effect that has on my body. I was on blood pressure meds. I did try to take myself off of one of them just to see, and my blood pressure did seem to shoot up a little bit, so I put myself back on there, and I figured I probably just need to lose a little bit more weight and keep up the walking. I think the walking, I'm about to release a walking video here in a few days, and you know, all the research I've done on the walking or running or lifting weights, whatever, but walking in particular helps lower blood pressure, and of course burns fat and everything else, and the walking, implementing the walking in my routine or in this lifestyle has, I think, also made a huge difference. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this. What is this cheesy ass beard? My brother and I started this channel right about the time I would usually start growing this out. I do it every at the beginning of fall, and I do it because of hunting. I can't grow the best beard. I usually have just a goatee. I also let my hair grow out a little bit, and it really does help with the warmth, especially on those cold mornings. You know, we get out before sunrise usually, and it's kind of funny because, you know, if you're out there at 3 or 4 in the morning, it's cold, but man, it seems to get bitter cold right around sunrise for some reason. You think it'd be kind of the opposite, the temperature would rise, but it seems to fall for about an hour there before it does start to rise. At least that's my observation. Maybe it's just me, but anyway, guys, I go listen to those experts, and I'm telling you, this it's working for me. It's working for my brother. I watch all the testimonials of the people I've been following. I don't know if you've heard of Bill Knott. I am particularly interested in Bill Knott. I've been watching his stuff because this guy was 700 pounds and bedridden and depressed and miserable. And man, this guy, he's always got a smile on his face now. He's because of his size, they couldn't get a good, decent scale for him to get his true weight, but they were estimating he was over 700 pounds. And he's lost, I want to say, approximately 200 pounds. He doesn't know for sure because he can't get on a scale, and so he's waiting until he can get on a scale that can read his weight accurately. But they're estimating now he's at right around 500, 530 or something like that. So he's lost nearly 200 pounds, and he's happy. He's smiling. I think he's seeing the benefits, and it's just amazing to see the changes in his physique, in his personality. Yeah, you could just tell he's so happy, and he's at a point where he can't wait to be light enough where he can be active again. In fact, I threw out a challenge to him and said, hey man, when you get to a weight where you feel comfortable, like you can actually start doing some things, I'm going to challenge you to a hunt. And I mean that. If Bill, if you see this, if I don't know if hunting or fishing or any of that interests you at all, but if it does, we'll my brother and I will find a way to get up there, and maybe we can find somebody who will help sponsor a hunt, because I know it's going to be expensive for my brother and I, being a resident of Alaska. But if we could find a sponsor for this, that'd be great. So I haven't heard from you yet, Bill. Our channel's kind of small, so we're not getting a bunch of views yet. Hopefully that'll change here soon, and this message hopefully will get to you eventually. So just let me know if that's something that interests you. We'd be more than happy to do it. We love to go hunting. I've never hunted moose, so I think that would be fun. And if hunting's not your thing, but you want some salmon, man, we'll see maybe if we can't go and catch a bunch of salmon and fill up your freezer with antibiotic-free, steroid-free, wild-fed, field-to-table meat. Man, it can't get any better than that. So, anyways, carnivore hunters, like and subscribe to our page, and if you like our content, share it with people, and help us get our name out there, because we really would like to get this message out there, the carnivore message, and really we'd like to see some younger people getting into hunting. It seems to me like we don't see a lot of young hunters out there, and the wildlife conservation is pretty important, and you do that through hunting to manage these wildlife populations. And I know 2 of my 3 kids hunt, and I'd like to see my third eventually get back into it. And they're, they're all grown now. They're in their 20s. But I'm not seeing a lot of kids or teenagers out there these days. You see them, but not. I don't know. It just seems like you don't see a whole bunch. Anyways, share our page, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We've got a lot of good content coming up, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this. We'll talk to you later.